Hello, it's day 6 of the 25 days of Christmas. Woo-hoo! You see I've got my graphic there. We're so excited because today is about your programs, products, and services and how to price them. Now this topic is so near and dear to my heart because I am not that great at this, but I had to learn and I had to figure it out. And even after hiring a high-end coach, I still was left in the dark about how do I even price my programs, services, and my offers. I had no clue. So this video is going to show you how to do your pricing and what 6 areas. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm giving you 6 areas for day 6 of the 25 days of Christmas. Oh, it just kind of worked out that way. I think it's fantastic. I literally had not planned it that way, but 6 areas that's going to help you price your services, your programs, and your offers for your service-based business. Now, I can't wait to talk about this. This is something that I really needed a lot of work in. I mean, a lot of work. I had no clue, and I'm going to dig into those 6 areas today. So if you're new to me, I'm Sherry Otto. I am your favorite client attraction girl, and I help you, the service-based entrepreneur, to double your leads and attract more clients using a system to enroll clients, scale with ease, and expand your reach. And I just got finished doing a Q&A session with my Solopreneur Marketing Society members, and we talked about value ladder, getting more cash flow in your business. And if you want to join us, type in join and I will send you the link to the landing page. It's a fantastic way to get accountability, get homework, get things done, and get resources to make it fast. You want to cut the learning curve on your business, type in join and I'll send you the link for that. So let's get into the 6 areas of what you're going to consider when pricing your programs and your services. If you're joining me live, say hello. And if you catch this on the replay, I want you to type in #replay. Oh, that was my mic, sorry. And yeah, and if you know of people who can really benefit from this particular tip or any of these tips during the 25 days of Christmas, feel free to tag them here in the comments as well as share this video out with your network. Okay, guys? So #replay if you're catching me later on. I want to make sure I'm live here, so I'm going to refresh my business page. Yesterday, I was actually in the business page, and I thought that I was, I was in my group, which I love my group members, but I thought I was in the business page, so I was like, oh, goodness, things are getting kind of kooky, so I want to make sure I'm here, and we're going to get into it. By the way, can I just share with you that this is December? Yes, I'm in the business page. Hi, Kina. Hey, Vivian. Hey, guys. So really quick, so can I just share with you something really personal, really fast? This is the 1-year anniversary month that I started my business last year. Yay! Yeah, I started my business. Now, I've been in marketing for lots and lots of years, many years. However, I started this business 1 year ago, this month in December. I had my very first client, and she was the sweetest client. She was a young girl just finishing her certification in health coaching. So I coached her for 1 month. We actually got her to a major result, and I got an amazing testimony out of it. And that's how I started my coaching practice. But I look back on that time, and I was clueless. I didn't even know how to use Zoom. Like, can you imagine? So I was thinking, and I was talking to my my VA, and basically we're like, look how far you've come, right? So I was thinking, like, I had no idea how to conduct a coaching call. 1 year ago this month, how to really use Zoom, but she told me what her needs were, and the things that she needed just came naturally for me to help her with, and we figured it out, and we weaved our way through it, and we got on a call once a week for just 4 weeks for the month of December. And she wanted to become a health coach, but then she found an opportunity to do that within an organization, so she had to interview to be a health coach in that organization. And she was nervous. So we had 2 sessions that only focused on interviewing skills, right? And I got her to be more confident. She was a little shy. And I told her, basically, I just used marketing principles because when you're interviewing, you're marketing yourself. And I told her it's about them and how you can show how you can help them reach their goals. And we got through it, and she ended up getting the job. So she got her first major job with my help. So she secured her a significant source of revenue. And I got an awesome testimony for my very first client in coaching. And that was a year ago this month. So I'm really great. Thanks, Vivian, for saying congratulations. Thanks, Kina. Oh, thanks for letting me share that little quick story with you. Sometimes it is super important to look back how far you've come, so you can know where to go next, right? So we talk about just sitting down and reviewing the year that passed, the year behind us, so that you can leverage this as a stepping stone for the next season, for 2019. And I've grown in my confidence. People are following me. I'm like, okay. And I am getting results for people. And I want others to really get results for their business. Why? Because I believe in what they do so much. And sometimes they don't even believe in themselves, but they need someone like me who can identify their core competency, their zone of genius, the thing that makes them magical, their own inner magic, and then put that in a business and put that out there. Oh no, can you guys see me? Okay, we kind of did the little circle thing, but I'm back. Okay, so I just want to make sure that we're doing that. Okay, so let's get into it because I don't want to be too long. I've been kind of going longer than I thought. Like yesterday, I went for 30 minutes. I was like, oh my goodness, that is too long, especially on these daily lives. So I want to make sure that, here, let me share this out really quick, that we are knowing exactly how to price our programs and our services and our offers. And it comes with the experiences that you've had, okay? Even if you're newer in your business, you still have experience from before you started your business that you can incorporate when it comes to pricing. After my very first client, I had my first long-term 3 months. We had a 3-month program, one-on-one coaching session, and my price was so low, and I was very much undervaluing myself. And then at the end, I was working with a girl, and I helped with her messaging, and I helped her get more sales. And then at the end of our 3-month time together, she said, Sherry, you are charging too low. She said, hi, Nilu. She said, I said, oh my gosh, really? I said, how much would you have paid for what you just went through with me? She said, double. I said, oh, holy snap. I'm totally undercharging here, right? So, I mean, I'll just go ahead and tell you, full disclosure. I mean, I'm not saying the name, but I'm just saying, like, I only charged her $497 a month for 3 months, and she said she would have paid double. So she would have given me the full $1,000 a month. So I was like, okay, I need to study how to understand pricing. I'm all off. I mean, I'm off by a lot, right? So the number one criteria for you to help with your pricing is your experience. Obviously, it's your experience, but it's not just your experience in business. It's in your experience in life. Don't undervalue if you run a household, if you're a mom, don't undervalue that experience for your business. If you've helped friends and colleagues, don't underestimate that. If you've identified problems for yourself and overcome some things, if you learn some things for yourself, that factors into your pricing of your business, right? Something that you've gone through, that you've come up with, right? And then what you have learned. So any education that you've learned, any certificates, anything that you have done, it encompasses your entire experience. That is what you want to factor in your price points, right? So Nilo says it's a tricky subject. Most people don't know how to price themselves at the beginning. Sure don't, right? I had a coach that told me, thanks for sharing that, Nilu. I had a coach that told me to charge $2,500 out of the gate, like 2 months in. And so I kind of did it because I realized, like, if I'm paying her all this money, I should probably listen. But she wasn't there for me to like tell her, well, this is not working, now what? There was the accountability piece was not missing. So I said, fine, when I have my own programs, I will have accountability. So if something doesn't work, we can adjust and shift and move, and I can help them through and tweak things, right? And then for some people, the high ticket in the beginning works. For a lot of people, in my experience, you need to scale up, okay? You need to prove your value in the marketplace. You need to get those testimonies and credibility under your belt, and then you can scale up. But for some people, it works. And I'm not saying there's a cookie cutter approach. I'm just saying look at all the experience that you have, not just in your business, but like in the past, and use that as part of your pricing. Number two, the results and transformation that you provide. There's a reason why brain surgeons get paid a lot of money. There's a reason why plastic surgeons get paid a lot of money. There's a big transformation, right? So think about the transformation and the results that you get for people, and that factors into your price points. Okay, so let's see. So basically you just want to think about, how do I get them from a point A to the point B? So if you are a VA, or if you are a business manager, and you have helped one business go from sort of chaotic, unorganized, wasting time every single month on lots of communication, a lot of back and forth, and you've developed a process to streamline that and save them time, you put a price to that, because time is money. And then you see what their hourly rate is. And then if you save them 2 hours, and then you tie that hourly rate to that. If you can save them $100 a week and times by, 5 days a week, how much time, what's that transformation like? You put that in your pricing, okay? So number one was your experience, not just your business experience, but all of your experiences. Number two is a transformation in the results you get for people. Number three is the amount of time that it takes to build out your program or your service, or the amount of time it takes for you to actually carry out the service. So whether you do professional services or whether you are a coach or consultant, how much time are you putting in to creating that program or that course or that digital product that it takes you? And if you usually charge a certain amount an hour, you factor that into your pricing. Does that make sense? Okay. So these are all really good factors to help with your pricing. I got 3 more to go before we kind of summarize the mindset of it all. Okay. And I don't want to be too long. So anyway, so when you're creating your offer, when you're creating your program and you're pricing it, how long does it take to do the research? How long does it take to create the graphics? How long does it take to set up the email sequences or whatever it is? How long does it take you? And then tie that to your normal hourly rate that goes along with your pricing, okay? And then the fourth one is the customer experience. I didn't know this before. This is something I had to learn. There are lots of ways to do one-on-one coaching. There's lots of ways to give a professional service. There's lots of ways to do that. But if your experience is a lot nicer, more memorable, more streamlined, guess what? You can charge more. Think about the difference between Target and Walmart. What experience is better and who charges more, right? The customer or client experience. Actually, I have a lady coming in, Miss Marsha. She's coming into the group on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about customer experience. That's going to be a good one because that factors into your pricing. Okay, so am I freezing? It looks like I'm freezing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so cool. So what kind of experience? Do you do a follow-up with them? Do you send them a questionnaire at the beginning saying, thank you for joining, thank you? Do you have a template at the beginning, an introductory template? Do you have a welcome video? Do you have all of these things? Sorry, I'm hoping I'm not freezing. Let me know if I'm freezing, guys. Do you have all of these things that can make that experience even more, even better, even more elevated, okay? And then the fifth thing is the resources that you provide, that you give out to people, what resources that you have. And then also the last thing is the market value. So what's everyone else charging? And, are you in line with that? Or, are you a little bit above? Are you a little bit below? Like, what is the normal market value for your pricing? So those are the 6 areas that you're able to incorporate and sit down with yourself in order to identify the best price point for your program, offer, or your service. And then the last thing I'll say about that is to really identify the area. I don't want you to undervalue that. So list all those criteria out. If you want the notes from this training, type in notes in the comments. I've got a resource. My people told me they like Facebook Lives plus resources. So if you want the notes for these 6 criteria, type in notes, and I will get you the notes for this so that you don't have to take notes yourself. I should have mentioned that in the beginning. That's okay. I will get you the resource for this training. It lists these out. It kind of goes into more detail about each of these areas to consider when pricing your services and your offers. And it's just, I want you to stretch yourself a little bit. You want to find that little space that takes you to like a little bit scared to price this, but not make you feel, Vivian says no, it's awesome, but not make you feel like you're gasping, right? So if you're feeling like, oh yeah, I can charge this and no problem, but it doesn't scare you a little bit, I want to encourage you to take all of these 6 criteria, decide what this price point should be, and move into the area where you're a little bit nervous, just a little bit scared to actually share that particular offer. That's the place where you want to be, to make sure you're not undervaluing yourself, to make sure that you're in line with all of these criteria, you're taking into effect the time, the experience, the results, the customer experience, and then your personal experience. All of these things, make sure that, and then the market value, what other people are charging. You can Google this and see what the going rate is, and then decide. But I want you to think of a number, and you might have to sit with it for a few days. You might have to, let it settle in your spirit a little bit, and then just push it a little bit to makes you nervous. And that is the number, that is a magic number for pricing your program, services, and your offers. Does that make sense? Thanks for the hearts, guys. That is the lesson. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you being on with me today, kind of sharing about pricing your program, services, and your offers. Type in notes if you want the notes for this. Yeah, and feel free to share this with your network, and just get to a place where it's okay to really let yourself go there in that space where it's a little scary, but it's not overwhelming, okay? Find that area, and if you need help, feel free to reach out at any time, and I can kind of check in. You check in with yourself, and you want to be doing this. And the more you get results for people, and the more credibility you have, and the bigger you're growing, it's okay to charge more and work with those people. And the thing is, okay, 2 really big areas that just popped up in my brain right now. I don't want you to get to a place where you're thinking for the other people. You share your offer and your price, and you stop. Do not backtrack. Do not waver. Make sure that you're confident when you do give your offer. So make it at a price point, like I said, where you're a little nervous, but you're confident in staying there, okay? And don't try to think or justify for anyone else. You know, if they can't afford you, then give them the free thing, but you're going to work with the people who are ready. And number 2 is when they have to invest, they will show up more. It is a gift to them. See how I flipped it? It's not you taking money from them. It is a gift to them when they invest, because they will show up and be excited about what you're doing. They'll do any work that you have for them, and they will appreciate the value that you bring to them when they are given the gift of being able to invest in your programs, services, or your offers. So you don't want the freeloaders, you don't want the freebies. They're just going to drain you of your time and energy. They won't do the work, so you won't get the results. So charging the right amount based on these 6 criteria is an important thing for you and for them, and you just hold space for them to say yes or no. You don't try to backtrack or anything. You don't devalue your offer. You could do a payment option, but you don't discount. You do a payment option or a payment plan, but we don't discount your services and your programs and your offers. Does that make sense? All right, guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Oh, this has been a lesson on need clarity on how to price your programs, offer, and services. Do these, I said 5 criteria in the title. It's 6 criteria to help you price. I hope that gives you a lot of value. It serves you well, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and weekend. I'll be back on Monday for another lesson for the 25 Days of Christmas. Thanks for being here. I will chat with you very soon. Bye for now.